Peace and magic to the goddesses and the gods, and welcome to Origins with Lucifer, Part 9. So, in this episode today, we are going to be speaking about sports entertainment. So, as you all are aware, if you're at this point, then in the first few videos, I explained pretty much what entertainment means. Pretty much, entertainment is just a containment spell to pull your attention. So if you really want to break down, we can start with sports. We can do the word origin of sports of what really a sport is. Sport pretty much means to amuse, please, or play. That's what sport, the word origin of sport, that's literally what it means. And in this video, I'm going to be pretty much speaking on the sports entertainment. Like, it's not what people think it is. Like, sports are, let's just get directly to the point. Sports are rigged. And when I say rigged, meaning there's no really natural aspect to it because money controls the outcome of all of these games. And when I say sports, I'm literally covering everything from the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, soccer. Like, literally every sport is rigged due to sports betting. And a lot of people don't realize, like, sports betting goes back to really the beginning of sports. If you look at like a lot of mafia movies, they hint at it. Like, they even say, like, even the Irishman like gave heavy hints to like sports being rigged, and like people don't realize that like people can be so, athletes are for sale. And it's like every time I think about it, I think about as a kid when I used to watch wrestling, like WWF and WCW, whatnot, and they put on a good show. Like, they put on a good show so heavily that you believed it was real. So when I was told it wasn't real and that it was all just acting and it was all stage, as a kid, I was devastated. And it kind of, like, from that point on, it kind of made me start looking at sports in a whole different view and light. Especially now, like, I used to be a major sports head, and it's like now I can't sit down and watch any type of sporting event because I know in the back of my mind while I'm watching it that the shit is rigged. It's already rigged with the best outcome that fills the pocket of the people who are pulling the strings behind it. And that's just the reality of the situation. It's just the reality of the situation when it comes to sports. Like, even the NBA, like, a lot of people don't logically sit down and think about sports, period. Like, even with the NBA, like, if you're not a superstar player, you get shitted on pretty much. Like, even, for example, like a rookie in the NBA. A rookie in the NBA don't get certain foul calls, but in reality, if you think about it, it's stupid because a foul is a foul. If I get fouled, it's a foul. So it's like, what makes it a different foul? Compare it being to a rookie versus LeBron James, which is obviously the biggest sellout. He's the biggest sellout in the NBA. Like, it gets so deep. It gets so deep. A lot of people don't want to admit that their favorite athlete then sold out. Like, it's just the reality of the situation, and it has gotten worse. It has gotten way worse since sports betting has become legal. Meaning, all of these sports entertainment companies, such as like the NBA or whatnot, they all profit off of sports bet. Like, they can legally profit off of it. Before then, they had to do it behind the scenes, but like now they can legally do it out in the open. And the government even benefits off of these sports betting because they get the taxes off of all of it. So either way it goes, it's a win-win for the people in charge. That's why it's like that. Like the NBA even had a whole referee that was rigging games. They had a whole referee that was literally rigging games in the NBA and purposely doing it for whoever he was rigging the games for. He was not rigging the games for himself. He was doing it for somebody. Like, I don't care what nobody say. He was doing that shit for somebody other than himself. And then all of a sudden, when everything came out and it was exposed that he was rigging games or whatnot, all of a sudden he discussed about him publishing a book detailing the whole thing, and you've never heard not a damn word about that man again. Like, I don't even know if he's still alive, or I like, you never heard shit else about this man no more. Like, never. You have never heard shit else about this man no more. And it's a lot of stories that go with a lot of players that play professional sports, such as Michael Jordan, who's got in trouble with the higher ups for betting, pretty much. Like, so it's, a lot of this shit had to do with bets. Why his father died, it was just a whole pile of shit that went into it. It was a lot of shit that went into it. Even Magic Johnson, like Tiger Woods as well. It's like pretty much it's in every sport. Like, sport corruption is in every sport due to betting. And it's like, again, like, you can reference mafia movies. Like, mafia movies pretty much tell you that these athletes ain't shit. And then it's like people worship these people and they knowing what they do, and like, and not knowing what they got going on behind the scenes. Like, a lot of these athletes are into masonry. They are secretly into masonry, and they have the shit tatted all over their body. They constantly show signs of it, but people don't realize that shit. So it's like, people, and it's the reason why sports really only come on at night, because it's like all the world drama happens throughout the day, and then at night they pretty much try to make you forget about all that shit, or to take emotions out all of the shit that's going on in the world around us with pointless games at night. So by the time your team probably end up losing to some shit, your attention is pulled off of world events that needs attention from you focusing on that your team lost. That's how they play with your emotions. That's just the nature of the game that they do. They know how to play with energy. So it's like, my brothers, I'm telling everybody who's a sports fanatic, like, it's playing to your disadvantage, because everybody will sit up and say that we need to unify as a country in America, which is complete bullshit to me. But this shows you how logically people don't make sense. Everybody want to unify in this country as one, but people be instantly ready to kill each other over a fucking sports game. Like, your team sucks, my team is better, or whatever. Like, people get killed over stupid shit like this. And it's like, people don't realize, like, the division sports causes, period. Like, they call it a fan for a reason, because the origin word of a fan is a fanatic, and a fanatic is a worshiper. That's all a fanatic is a worshiper. So it's like, people, put these video games down, start showing your energy that is within you appreciation, have value for yourself, to stop being distracted by the obvious. Stop being distracted by the obvious, because all of these games are fucking rigged. I don't know what to tell y'all. That shit is rigged. And I just want y'all to be magical, stay dangerous, fuck the government, be the best you can be, and you all enjoy.